coach, track coach for the High Valley University Fighting Scott track team, Brian Hessen. Coach, it's a different year. You're coming into year 2 of a track program. What's the difference between this year and last year?
Well, I think the big difference is we have some guys with experience. Some of the guys that came in last year, they've got a year under their belt. So not only are they more prepared to handle the situations, but they can also kind of bring the younger guys along, and it helps to have that year of experience with some of these older guys on the track.
Now you're going up against programs that have been here for a long, long time. And they have a great tradition. Does that also help or hurt you when you see them perform? Or?
Well, I think it helps bring out the best in us. It can be frustrating, obviously, in some cases with guys that maybe haven't faced this type of competition yet, and they walk in and they kind of get discouraged. But again, I think that's what helps with having some of these older guys to kind of push them along and help them to understand that you're gonna take your licks as the season goes on, and you just work to improve and get to where you need to be.
What are some of the goals for this upcoming season?
Well, obviously, we want to see some improvement across the board with all of our athletes. Last year we were able to score some points at the conference meet, and obviously that's what we shoot for every year. So we want to be able to score some points. With the added teams, it's definitely going to be a lot more difficult this year, but that's the end goal, is just to get to the conference meet and see how many points we can score.
And we talked about those added schools coming in, like Findlay and Hillsdale and the other schools, Mullen and Walsh coming in. Mullen and Walsh, the cross-country teams also kind of turned over into the track season. What do those schools bring to the conference?
Well, on the distance side of things, they bring a lot of added competition. We haven't really got a chance to see them on the track yet to know what those schools are going to bring, but I know they have great tradition, they have great programs, so they're going to bring a lot more to the table across the board in all the events. But definitely in seeing them in cross-country season, they've kind of stacked the field, so it's going to be it'll be a whole different ball game this year.
Are there returning runners who has had a great training period so far, this going and leading into the indoor season?
Well, our cross-country guys, Alex Catone, he had a great cross-country season. I think if he can build on that, then going into the track season, he's going to be one that can get up there and compete at the top of the conference. Micah Bowles has had a pretty good off-season. His training's going well. I hope to see him back up at the top of the conference in the hurdles. And then, not so much indoor, but outdoor with Derek Layton and the javelin. He's had a pretty good fall and has worked pretty hard. So I think outdoor he can make a difference. On the women's side, again with cross country just finishing up, Lily Parsons had a good cross country season. We want to see her carry some of that over to the track, and Janessa Adams, who scored some points for us last year in the hurdles. We convinced her to run cross country this year, just to help with some of that endurance when it comes to the 400s, and I think running cross country will pay off for her in the 400 hurdles this year.
Are there any new additions we should look for on the outdoor and indoor season? Should help.
There'll be some guys. We've got some freshmen that are talented, but they're just young, and coming into this conference. It's really hard to put a lot of expectations on a freshman. We've got some guys that I think over time can definitely make a difference, but I don't know that we'll have anybody really surprise people this year. But we'll see what happens. Everybody's got freshmen coming in, and it's a new season. We'll see what happens.
It's hard to tell where those standards come in at, right?
Right.
Which meet is your favorite to attend as a team, and why?
Well, we always gear up and look forward to the conference meet, and that's really the only meet we focus on. Most of our indoor season is spent at Marietta. We like to go over there just because it's convenient, it's easy. They've got great facilities, so we go over there and we're able to compete pretty close to home. But that conference meet, Cedarville did a great job hosting it last year, and I know Hillsdale will this year. So we're just really looking forward to those conference meets.
Now, it's been in Cedarville for the last few years. You only went there once, but now you go to Hillsdale. It's a little longer of a drive. They have a nice facility. What's the criteria for the GMAC awarding the conference? Are they wanting to move it around, or?
Well, with track and cross country as well, they have the rotation set up just alphabetical based on what institutions can host.
Oh,
If they
okay.
have a site, then so we just go alphabetically through the schools. If they can host it, then they host it. So
Well, that's a good way of actually doing it.
it's a fair way to do it, and I think it allows each team the opportunity to put on the event. And like I said, I know Hillsdale will do a great job with it this year.
We've been talking to Coach Brian Hessen, the athletic of the track team here at Ohio Valley University. We'd like to thank you, Coach. Good luck during the regular season and the indoor season, of course. We'll talk to you later on in the spring, maybe.
All right, thanks, Matt.